Today we go over the pros and cons of taking over Antarctica to see if you can use it as your launching point to take over the world. Welcome back, fellow citizens of Jar, Deron for Super President. This is the show in which we try to build our own country, take over the entire universe, and fix all of the universe's problems. If that sounds like something you think you might like, please hit the subscribe button down below to be counted as a citizen and to join us on our path to glory. Now I know that little ice cube just lounging there in the south. Real far south, keep going, yep, there it is, right there at the bottom of everything, or the top of everything. Ever thought about just flipping the solar system over? Bam, blew your mind. So, when choosing your place to try to take over the entire universe, you might think, hey, it's just there, just icy. Why don't we just take Antarctica and go from there? Well, there's a few pros and cons you might want to take into account. The first of which, no solicitors. You're not going to have anyone walking up to your door and saying, hey, I'd like to come in and share some coffee or tea with you, telling you about my various exploits doing a thing. But on the flip side of that, you also have to remember this means, that's right, no Girl Scout cookies. Ever. The second issue with living in Antarctica anyway is that how do you mow your lawn? I mean, it's really icy and then, things get in the way. There's a seal just sitting on your lawn and you're like, excuse me, Mr. Seal, this is my lawn, but really it's AstroTurf because grass ain't gonna grow here. Another pro about taking over Antarctica is if you go to Antarctica and try to take it over and you have a cold and icy heart relative to the environment, I mean, you're still pretty warm, so... Pro or con on this one, there's like 5,000 people living there, and the population density is, let me double check my things, 0.00008 per square kilometer, which is like less than Canada, and I live in Canada, so that's saying something. When your largest city is called Research Station, then you have an issue. There's really not that many people, it's just a bunch of scientists studying snow, and ice, and cold. You'd think one of the pros would be that nobody has claimed Antarctica, but really, if you think about it, everybody has claimed Antarctica. In fact, a bunch of people signed a treaty saying, let's not claim Antarctica, but somehow there is still a bunch of different maps showing how people claim bits of Antarctica on the hypothetical chance that they might want to claim Antarctica at some point. A pro to Antarctica is pretty much everywhere you step. No one has ever stepped before. And a negative about that is, anywhere you step, you will probably die. No one will ever find you. An interesting side fact I found out about Antarctica is the first time they ever reached the South Magnetic Pole was on a thing called the Nimrod Expedition. So if you think your country's history is boring, you should move to Antarctica is what I'm saying. I think a lot of people describe Antarctica as harsh and unforgiving, but I really think if you got to know Antarctica, you would realize that it's cold and harsh and unforgiving. I don't really have a point on that one, A pro about taking over Antarctica is that you can have penguin minions. You could probably brand it really well. A negative about Antarctica is penguins in general. They're just jerks. Have you ever seen a penguin? They'd go into the fridge and they'd eat my sandwich. I just wanted one sandwich in this world, and you just came along and you decided that I'm gonna beak this right down my throat, into my gullet, and I will vomit this on my children for you. And I'm going, I don't want this sandwich. I don't want it vomited. I just want it in my own tummy, okay, thanks? I had one sandwich. If you asked, I would have made two. When your Wikipedia article for any country has to go into what microscopic life exists, there aren't enough animals in your country, okay? When you start going, no, but seriously, there are nematodes and tardigrades and krill, it's not good enough. You need more. Now, I think the biggest issue with taking over Antarctica, which people don't mention, is once you actually do it successfully, aside from everyone trying to take it back and being mad at you, your territory is just gonna shrink. This is climate change. You wanna see a magic trick? Put a single ice cube down on a table and then just say, this is my ice cube. Now come back in a week. Where is it? You should not try to take over Antarctica. It's hard and not gonna work. And when you do it successfully, it just backfires on you. On to the bonus segment. So today we're gonna be going over more things to add into my presidential library. Today I'm deciding to add Lincoln Factory Executive Service, Personnel Administration. This I also found outside of a thing for free because nobody wants this book. But it looks really cool on a shelf. The Essentials Pay Policy. Wages must be at least equal to those paid generally in the community or industry of similar work. Good. Put you on the shelf next to tin shoe cleaning through bowel management. So this has been your super presidential candidate Deron signing off for this week saying, Welcome to Jar. Jar takes all kinds, and your family now. Please join us this week and every week. We go up every single Monday and Friday. And you can find us on different places down below in the description, like on Patreon, Facebook, blah, 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 in the description. And I'll see everyone on Monday for the commentary show, but I will leave you all with our viewer-submitted motto for Jar, which is, we are Jar. If you love Jar, you love us. We'll see you on Monday.